do. A skiddly diddly do. Hi everyone, my name's Enrique.
I'm Maritza.
And I'm Manal.
We're the Millennial Cheesemen. And welcome to our very first episode of TMC Talks, which, yay, cue everyone clapping. Which is a little segment that we want to do. I don't know if it's weekly, whatever you guys want if you like it, but it's really where we're going to talk about things happening throughout the week, whether we saw it in the news, entertainment, TV, radio. I know this all started because this morning Manal was asking us if a straw has one or two holes. So give us your argument. But for the first segment, I'm going to take care of this one. We're going to talk about the Grammys, which were this weekend.
Pretty big deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal this weekend. Listen, I had like 2 monitors. I was watching the Grammys on one and WrestleMania on the other one. Or Royal Rumble, sorry. I'm a WWE fan. I'm missing my Nikki Bella hat though. I lost it. Long story. So with the Grammys, the first segment we're going to do is actually called CMO Now, which means yes or no. And I'm going to show them fashion from the red carpet, and we're going to see what they thought and kind of get the general consensus of what we thought the fashion was like at the Grammys. So we're going to start off with Lady Gaga.
Oh, that's always interesting.
What did you guys think of Lady Gaga? This is someone who's notorious for going like...
The picture? Sorry.
Lady Gaga, she's known for always making statements in the red carpet. Personally, when I saw this, I thought it was elegant, I thought it was classy, and I thought it was very minimalist for Lady Gaga. You know, it was still very detailed, but minimalist for her. And personally, same. I give this a same. I love it.
Yes.
Same?
Yes. I'm getting very Victorian style, like something the queen would wear if like the king died and she has to wear black for 3 months or however long the mourning period is. But in a good way. It's very elegant, very lacy. I love its small details, but for someone like her who's used to wearing neat dresses,
Yeah, she's
I love
theatrics, yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So for me, same for sure, because I wish we could kind of get like a front view of it, but I'm sure it's gorgeous because I love dresses with like the sleeve, the lace sleeve. I think it's very classic, very timeless, and it just looks really beautiful. I liked it. She rocked it. She looks really pretty in it. So same.
Yay,
the collar too.
And the
It's
collar,
nice.
I love
cute.
that.
I like that.
She looks great.
She looks great.
Good on you, Lady Gaga. Next, Nick Jonas.
Oh, I did see this like.
I don't know what's going on these days with the red carpets. Is it like a fad to be lazy? Like, no, I'm sorry. Like, I've seen it sometimes. Even like Justin Bieber lately, like just wearing like a t-shirt and jeans. I don't get it.
Jeans or dress pants?
I think it's jeans, like black jeans, which I personally like that. I like, working around the business casual outfits and doing like black jeans instead of black pants. Personally though, I kind of like this look. It kind of works even though I don't think it's appropriate for a Grammy. So I'm gonna give this a now, only because I feel like this is the Grammys, dude. This isn't the AMAs, this isn't Billboard, this is the fucking Grammy. You have to make a statement with your look, and this, maybe the shirt makes a statement, but you're covering it up, so you're not really open about it, it seems. I'm gonna give it a now.
So, I'm very stuck in the middle on this because he looks good, but not for the Grammys. I love this like jacket cardigan thing he has going on, and the shirt, obviously if he like maybe opened it up a little bit, I know it probably has an important word or message on it, so maybe if he can like open that up a little bit more. I don't know if he did that throughout like the red carpet, but I don't know. I mean, for the Grammys, I know in years past, like when he was in with like the Jonas Brothers and things like that, they would all wear suits and they look really dapper. But now now 2018, he's going to the Grammys by himself. He's kind of looking like he's just going anywhere else. So I don't know. Nice style, but not for the Grammys. So I'm just gonna give it a no.
Same. I love the tweed jacket. It's very, my dad has one of those jackets from a long time ago and it's coming back. I like it, but yeah, you're right. Like the style just doesn't work for the Grammys in my opinion. I know some people come dressed to the red carpet and then they perform in those outfits and then they switch afterwards, or they go into red carpet with something else, then they switch into a dress that they're going to perform in, and then they stay in the rest of the outfit. So I didn't watch it, so I don't know if he performed and if he did this was his outfit and he switched afterwards. But for the red carpet, it's like, okay, you need to be a little bit more elegant, right? I get it. I mean, if he had like a nice shirt under the tweed jacket, then maybe.
Maybe, yeah, like a dress shirt.
Yeah,
with
but
a
not
collar
like,
or
I feel like he's
something.
got just like a t-shirt under it that says like Sam Crow or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Alright, ready guys?
Ready.
Haley Steinfeld.
Ooh.
So, for some reason, when I first saw this, I immediately thought now, but I'm conflicted.
I thought those were
What do you
pants.
guys think though? Like,
For me, when I first saw it, because when I first saw this outfit, I saw the outfit from like the bottom up, and then they panned to like her, like who it was,
mm-hmm.
and I thought those boots and that dress, like I feel like the
I know
boots,
the boots throw
the
me
boots
off.
like ruined the dress because the dress itself is gorgeous. I love it, but like the boots, and I can understand how it's like a pop of color, it's like a fashion statement. I can get that, but I don't know. I think that the dress is just too gorgeous, and
I
it stands
know.
alone on its own because it's just gorgeous and like that slit and everything. I think some like really pretty just like high heels or something else would just make the look more elegant. And I think maybe the route that she was going in, or her stylists were going in, was more of like edgy and like just standing out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it just has to do with like what they wanted to do with the outfit, because I mean it's versatile, because in the end, like the more I saw her with it, the more I kind of sort of liked it, and I think I was just getting used to it. So I'm conflicted on it. So I guess with all that being said, I'll give it a seam just for what they wanted it to be.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. I guess trying to understand like what they want from it, and it makes kind of sort of sense. Seam.
Seam? What do you think, Mano?
I just totally realized I blocked you the whole time, honey. I'm so sorry. I'm just so conflicted by this because I want to hate it, but I don't.
I know.
Like, I'm like, okay, the shiny purple, like, if they had been, like, heels, the color's fine, it's just, I don't know, like, the shape of the dress also throws me off, because you would think, okay, if it's gonna be more pencil skirt, why have such a high slit? And then in the front, we're like, you know, one wrong move,
You
wrong
gotta be
step,
careful.
honey.
How you pull a Britney?
Exactly. So, for some reason, though, like, I really want to hate it, but I really like it. If I hate the boots put together, I don't hate it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm so sorry, I totally blocked you. I just couldn't believe what was going on there.
Here's the thing. Haley looks good. She looks great. She looks beautiful. But I just can't with the boots. The boots are killing me. If it was like black or like a red even, a little more like a different, maybe even the color of the boot was what threw me off. I don't like it personally. If she would have kept the dress with different colored boots or even just some nice heels, I think I would have been more into it, like some nude heels. I don't know much about fashion, y'all. I'm just pulling this out of my ass, but I'm going to give it a now for today. So 2 seams and a now.
It makes me wonder what our fashion is heading towards. Very xenon with like all the plastic clothing.
Actually, those boots are very xenon. I like
And she would have totally worn those, yeah.
She would have. Camila Cabello. And listen, I'm keeping all of my personal thoughts aside. I like this dress on her. I think it's very fitted for her shape. And I think, you know, she's aware of the fact that she's got more booty than boobies. And I think it really, it shapes her body and it looks elegant on her. So, I mean, all personal thoughts aside, I'm giving this a seam. I think she looks pretty. I think the hair could have been different, but I really like the dress.
I really liked it. When I first saw her, I thought she looked really elegant. That dress fits her really nice. I really liked like the satin red finish on the dress, like the material. The jewels really make it, you know, elevate that outfit to like really make it elegant. And that's
The clutch is
the
stupid.
clutch.
I hate
What
that
is
clutch.
that clutch?
It's like a.
That's
it's
like
like
a little like.
It's
The
like
disco
a
ball.
disco ball.
That's a disco ball. I hate it. I could have done without it. She could have done a simple, cute,
A cute little
silver
handheld.
clutchy. Yeah.
But like as far as the dress and her jewelry and her hair, I liked her hair actually, because it really does emphasize like the dress, or kind of like makes way for like the dress and how like that's kind of like the focal point. I don't know. I really liked it, so I'm just gonna give it a seam.
Seam. 2 seam.
Okay, so one of the things I thought about when I first saw this image was something that she had actually mentioned, how she wanted to kind of resemble that emoji, the dancing emoji.
Oh, sí, cierto. She did say that.
And I was like, okay, well, she pulled it off because it looks great. She looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I love the dress. And you're right, she obviously, whether she knows it or not, maybe it was her stylist,
Mm-hmm.
she knows how to dress for her figure. I mean, she knows she has more of a back than, like, you know, anywhere else. And this was a very nice form-fitted dress.
Mm.
I will say though that the only thing I did like about the dress, the ruffles in the bodice is like, I was
didn't
very
even see
worried.
that.
It was so low cut, which is fine, you know, but it's just like the ruffles makes it look like it's like folded back, and like any minute we're gonna have a nip slip, which, you know,
I think she
nothing wrong
was
with ring the
happy.
nipple, but it was just
Yeah.
like, okay, like, you know, like you need to be careful with something like that. Like, I
Now
hope there's
that
a lot
I'm-
of double-sided tape.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think she did have a wardrobe malfunction
She-
with
something
Ryan
like that.
Seacrest.
Oh yeah, she squeezed her boob.
Yeah, she did something for the same reason. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe. I mean, it looks pretty. Might not be as easy to wear, but I mean, it looks pretty.
So
I'll
general
give it a
consensus?
Same.
She looks good, no matter what. Yeah, she did look good.
Good for you, girl. Alright, so Zayn Malik.
What color is that outfit?
It looks like pinkish
Is it like a,
or almost like
a
salmon.
blush?
Blush.
Oh, is it tweed?
Oh,
Okay.
you're naming colors I've
Right,
never heard
and
of.
like material. So I really like this outfit actually. I'm very much in favor of like, I mean, I love like the classic black tuxedo, but like putting a twist on that ensemble with like this color and this material, I really like it. And I mean, this color is really pretty. I just can't stop looking at it. Yeah, I really like it. So just the same. I really like it. It's pulls it off really well.
I mean, Zayn Malik is, you know, known for being this objectively attractive person. You know, like he was always a favorite in One Direction and whatnot. I think he knows what he's doing with fashion. This is definitely a seam for me. The color is awesome.
Ooh,
The socks are adorable. Not adorable, but they're cool. I would buy those socks. The shoes are nice. I mean, overall, it's a very clean cut, put together, ready for the Grammys look. So seam for sure. This is like good.
So I definitely like it. I love that there's like no tie, no nothing like up here. That it's clean, crisp cut, and the color just really, really works for him. And like the fabric looks really nice and breathable. But one thing that I've really noticed that I really, really like is a lot of people obviously wearing like roses. You know, you saw Nick Jonas, he had like the fresh rose. He has his embroidered in his outfit, which I think that personal touch right there, really nice. But then again, like, I don't know, like, I like it. I really like it. It works. The whole outfit in general looks really, really nice.
General consensus?
Same.
Same. I know I've got like controversial with my friends with this one, so just let me know what you guys thought. Cardi B. Cardi B's look. Oh gosh. And my best friend's a Cardi B stan. Shout out to Casey. I love Cardi B. I fucking hate this look. What was she going for? The hair was pretty. I think the accessories were pretty. The dress is really just confusing to me. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what she's trying to accentuate. Girl, I would have gone with like a clean, maybe nice black gown with that like hairstyle she's going with and kept it there. No, girl. Hated it though.
I feel like you either really like it or you really don't.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
And I'm on the no. On the now side, I think. I mean, as much as I want to like it, because let's be honest, she looks gorgeous. Like she's just
Yeah, she
really
looks gorgeous.
beautiful. And her hair is gorgeous, and her jewels, like it's beautiful. But that dress is just, I don't know what's going on with it.
It's like Black Swan, the White Swan. I don't know.
I want to like it, but I can't get myself to like it. So no, sorry, no.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it. But I hate it more than I don't love it. And that's weird. It honestly looks like a tooth fairy didn't have time like to like iron her dress, you know, and like something happened to her cape. She didn't finish sewing it. I don't know what it is. And I'm just thinking, God, no, like, or it's shrunk in the washer, and like, you know, and like the dryer, and like, she's like, well, I have nothing else to do. Like, that's all I can do. And that sounds mean. It sounds like I really hate it, but there's some part of me that I'm like, okay, like, I can't look away. Like, I just want to keep studying it.
Look away.
And that's the thing. Like, I'm like, okay, like, the more I see it, the more, like, okay, I hate it less and less. Because this is something I feel like, you know, she's such a character that it's like, no one else can pull this off maybe but Cardi B.
That's wild. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I don't know. But I'm going to give it...
You're kind of convincing me to go the other way now. I'm still giving it a now, but still.
yeah, I'm still going to give it a no, but... it can grow on me.
We see.
And I think that's kind of like what fashion is at the end of the day. Like it's, I mean, for me, sometimes I look at things like this and I immediately think, like, how can someone wear that, like, every day at, like, you know, an event or something? But for things like the Grammys, where, like, and as a celebrity, you want to draw attention. You want to, you know, do different things. And so I can see why they chose this dress. And actually, I can see why a lot of the celebrities have chosen, like, what they wore just to cause more attention to them and to make a statement. I mean, that's what fashion is at the end of the day. So I'm still on the no side though.
Plus, I think when it comes to like music awards as opposed to like, you know, movie or TV or drama show awards, that they can be a little bit more outgoing and adventurous than as opposed to like, you know, like movies where it's like a little bit more serious and you'd be a bit more pristine and clean cut. Here it's like, well, I'm a rock and roll artist, you know, I'm a rapper. You don't expect me to like always go with like, you know, the norm of like pressed suit, you know, and that's the one thing that I say about these music videos. That's why with Hailey Steinfeld, I'm like, okay, I wasn't too hating it on it, but I wasn't like in love either. So I don't know.
That was a top 5 Grammy, well not top 5, just 5 Grammy fashion opinions, and if you guys want more of those, let us know because I'm down for them. That was fun.
Yes.
I'll have fun with that. But we're gonna move on to the next segment.
All right, so it's my turn now, and one of the things that I found today, my little nugget of information, as Manel called it earlier, was so a woman tried to bring an emotional support animal. So she brought a peacock into a United flight.
I'm not kidding. This woman is wrangling her peacock into the airport. It happens all the time.
Because she felt that was like she needed. I mean, I understand people have, you know, fear of flying, and so they bring a stuffed animal, they bring, you know, something with them to like comfort them. But this lady went all out. I mean, my opinion and the opinion of many, because like, okay, if you've seen the video, this lady was literally going through the airport with a peacock on her head or her shoulder, and this big bird just like on her, and it's just ridiculous. It's just kind of, I don't know. And I mean,
did she make it onto the plane with the bird?
No.
I don't think so. No, the airline denied her.
Better not.
Okay.
The airline did deny her. I think that they said that the regulations for the airline said that they require passengers to show documentation of animals' health 48 hours before their flights. Because that's something else that even, you know, we were talking about. How safe, I mean, okay, you're securing yourself and your own comfort, but like at the end of the day, also think about that animal. Do you think it can be okay being up there in like such a high altitude? You don't know what that, you know, if they're gonna handle that, right? And if they freak out, like there are other people on board. I don't know. I just see a lot of problems with it. What do you guys think?
It's just, they're not domestic animals. To me, I think it's inappropriate to take peacocks out of their environment, or even exotic animals out of their environment, for the sake of, you know, I need someone on the plane with me. And I get it, you know, you want something for comfort. And we kind of discussed this earlier, and I think one thing Marissa said that I really, like, can get behind is, you know, try to mock, like, whether it is the feather of the peacock maybe, or something about the animal that gives you so much comfort, maybe on the flight, or choose something more traditional, like a dog or a cat, or, you know, something that can be, or go on a flight. You have to consider others as well. They might have a phobia. There might be some kind of allergy. I think it's too extreme for me. It's ridiculous. I'm for, you know, having service animals, but with a limitation.
I definitely agree that, you know, I'm all for someone if they need a therapy animal with them. Like, I totally get it. You know, but again, it needs to be an animal that obviously these animals have to be trained. I mean, can you train a peacock? And you can train a dog, you know, you can train maybe like a cat or like maybe any other form of animal, but just because you can train that doesn't always mean that, you know, they're certified for that. But I think, you know, if it really just depends on like the doctor, you know, what they think it's okay to certify this. And so I don't think she proved had any form of documentation
she
or
didn't.
anything. So it's like, okay, I feel like, honestly, in my opinion, I feel that she was trying to kind of do this just to get attention. Maybe
Which
get...
is another thing.
Yeah, you know, you've seen it nowadays where people are asked to get off planes now, and some people are like, you know, I mean, I've been on planes where people, there's a little bit of an issue going on, and immediately see people with their phones out, and like, they're trying to catch the next big... Yeah!
I've never
They're trying to
had
catch
that.
the next big thing, and like, I immediately put my headphones and turn away, unless it's like a big issue where I feel like someone needs to step in. But with this, like, I feel like it was just like for attention. But going back to the whole therapeutic thing, I agree that it needs to be something that, you know, if a person needs, they should have the right to have that animal there, but it also needs to be obviously within limits. You know, dogs, cats, something like that
Hamster,
small that you can keep within maybe like, it sounds horrible, within like a cage, because even dogs need to be in cages when they're up in the air. And so, you know, something that you can like, you know, kind of expect what the reaction might be. I don't know how peacock's going to react if it's upset. You know, I know a dog might try and bite me, but that's why. You know, and so, and like you said, there's people around it. There was kids sitting next to it. What's to stop that kid from like, you know, trying to mess with the
Bothering
bird?
him, yeah.
Or vice versa. You never know. And I mean, she went on saying that she was willing to pay an extra ticket for it, as if that was the big deal. And that's the thing. I mean, it could be very much so where like she thought that she was going to get famous and go viral off of this. I really hope it doesn't. I mean, it's just absurd, the whole thing. It really is when you think about it. I mean, I'm all for, you know, whatever makes you feel comfortable, do it, but you also have to take into consideration other people's surrounding, or like your surroundings and other people that are going to be within your space. You know, if the flight is not, you don't have a private jet, that's a whole different story if it was the case, but you know, you're flying a commercial airline.
I mean, maybe look for a different mode of transportation. Maybe on the bus, they would let you take the bird.
Train.
You know, yeah,
Get
something.
your own, yeah.
And I think that's something that she should have done her research for beforehand.
I agree, and I think it's also just that maybe it's just because the world is so weird these days. Like, we're letting things slide by that really shouldn't. So maybe that's why people think that they have that sense of entitlement. You know, I'm entitled to have this because XYZ. Like, no, there's still rules, there's still regulations, there's still health. You know, you have to be aware of others. And you know, one thing that you said that really got my attention too, it's this whole thing of viral culture. I think it's ridiculous that like kids these days, you know, anyone born after 2000, like, chill, y'all. Like, don't do things just to go viral. Stop eating Tide Pods, idiots. Like, I'm trying to still do my laundry. Like, I know they're thinking of taking them away, and it's like, what the hell are you doing? Like,
Walmart has locked those up. I heard in the news this morning, Walmart has locked Tide Pods up. So if you want to buy them, you need to get someone to come and get them for you from like behind the like a glass or.
And that's some bullshit to me. Like, these are things that you shouldn't ruin. Like, don't ruin this for us, y'all. Like, please stop. And, like, know what you're doing. Be aware and do your research. Like Manel said, do your fucking research. Be aware.
Yeah. So those are our thoughts.
TMC's thoughts.
TMC's thoughts on this lady who wanted to take an animal on a flight with her. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. You know, where do you stand as far as this topic? You know, are you for her bringing the animal? Are you against it? What are your reasoning? What's your reasoning towards it? You obviously just heard ours. So let us know. We would really like to know.
If there's any topic, any topic of the week that maybe
That too.
you would like for us to touch upon, you know,
We'll
and
talk
if you
about
like
it
this, we're very opinionated.
Yeah.
As you can
Actually,
see.
though, let us know if you guys like this. You know, we are very opinionated.
Yeah.
You can see it in our social media, which if you want to follow us, the links are below.
Yeah.
But just let us know what you guys want us to talk about, because shit, we'll talk about it. But if you like this, just remember to give it a big thumbs up, comment below your own opinions, or if you share it with ours, turn on those notifications,
Ding ding.
subscribe, and keep vibing.
Yeah. So
Take care.
yeah, I'm Maritza.
I'm not.
Bye.